Hey everybody, my name is Lejuke, and today I will be reviewing the Sunlight Straight Sword. And why am I doing this? This is pretty simple. I've been going through this game right now, and I'm New Again Plus, almost at the Lord of Cinder right now. And I just tested this weapon, and I've been using it since I found it. Probably the only reason why I fell in love with it was the quick hits with it, but the scaling is ridiculous. So it gives me a lot of power, and it's really insane. If I can show the sword right now, so you see it's at +5. It has a B scaling on both strength and dexterity, and the physical damage, it's 196 plus 246, which is really high. The requirements of 12 strength, 12 dexterity, and 16 faith in order to use it. This is only because of Oath of Sunlight, which is like a sacred oath. So from what I've seen, it's mainly like the same damage and the same resistance or defense that it gives you than Sacred Oath, although the duration is different. Oath of Sunlight is around 45 seconds, and Sacred Oath is around 60 seconds, which I'm pretty sure this is why it only takes 16 faith and not 28 like Sacred Oath. So this weapon has really a high scaling, and what I'm using it with, so if I look at everything I'm doing right now, so if we look at the status, so right now my R weapon is 442, and I'm not even buffed yet. What I mean by buffed, it's first I'm gonna cast Oath of Sunlight, and then I'm gonna be proccing my Pontiff's right eye, which after 3 attacks you get a buff of weapon. So you get a buff of attack damage. I really enjoy this weapon. Honestly, I'm pretty sure I can really go far with it. So I'm gonna go with the moveset. So I think going with the moveset, so you have right here the normal R1. So if you do 2-3 attacks, this is how it goes. Returning R1. You have the R2, which is a thrust and then a slash. Of course, you can crank it up a little bit to do more damage and maybe more stacking. Since I'm using a shield, of course, the R1 is gonna be that, and the L1 is gonna be a block, and the L2 is gonna be a parry. Going through the two-handed moveset. So this is the two-handed R1. So they're kind of like overheads. It's really good. It's kind of really good. I'm mostly using that whenever there's a lizard, a crystal lizard. So I'm making sure that I'm not missing it. The R2, it's pretty much, it's not similar, so it's not like a thrust. It's really a horizontal swing that gets a lot of range, even though the sword is pretty short. If you're using the L1, it's a block, but the L2 is Oath of Sunlight. So like I was saying earlier, my stats were 442 as for damage. Right now I'm 493. So this is like a 50, it's like around 8 to 10% attack that I get more with this buff. So this is really good. So to test out this weapon with Pontiffs at the same time, I'm just gonna go get some mob, whatever it is. So I guess I'll just go. I'll go to an Orlando and just fight those knights, those silver knights. So that way, I'm gonna try to show you guys the difference of damage that I can get with this weapon. And remember, this is only a straight sword, and this is why I'm finding it so OP. So like I was saying, so we'll start with 442. We'll try to proc that Pontiff. And whatever it's proc, we'll try simply to cast Oath of Sunlight, and see if it actually brings that damage really up. So first, right here, backstab. So Pontiff is proc right now 440 and 56. So that only gave me like around 15, 20. And 493 with Sunlight as well, and this is just insane. What I've seen also is that this weapon tags a lot. After 2-3 hits, I'm able to stack like really high. And this is kind of like really dumb because with this weapon you can hit so fast that stagging makes it really easy. So I've been fighting the Nameless King about an hour ago, and after 4 hits I was able to stag him. I don't think it's really that much because of my gear. I mean, I'm not using anything to break their stamina more and stag him more. I'm only using this weapon. It's +5. I have nothing on it. It's not infused because, of course, it cannot be infused. But this weapon is simply too good. So I've been playing it since I played new game normal with this weapon since I found it. And then I just fought with it until I got it +5. Obviously, I didn't want to fight with a weapon that wasn't upgraded. So until I got all the materials to be able to just like go with it all the time at night, I just went with it, and the scaling is just way too amazing. I was 50 strength and 25 dex before, and then I realized that, of course, having a B scaling, I thought it was really important that I go 40 instead, and give me a bit more damage. And it gave me around, my scaling before was 196 206 plus 206, and I got 40 more damage by adding 15 more dexterity and reducing my strength to 40 instead of 50. So I think we're moving to like some kind of Dark Souls 2 where the soft cap is around 40 or the hard cap is around 40. So that way, make sure that if ever you're using a weapon that has both scaling, and if you're not using this weapon, well, using like, I don't know, maybe a refined gem, so the scaling goes higher. Honestly, having 40 makes this weapon so great. I'm so happy I have this weapon. I fought through New Game Plus with only this weapon. Of course, I've tried some other weapon just for the fun of it, like the Dragon Slayer Great Axe. I loved it. A bit slow. I'm a bit a player that likes to attack a bit quicker. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any questions about how I've went through, if you want any other weapon to be reviewed and show with the complete stats, I'll be more than happy to show it off. So my name is Lejuke, and hopefully you like this video. And if you want to subscribe to my channel, go for it. If you want to subscribe to the Center Destroyx channel, because probably this video is gonna be on there as well, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And like I said, my name is Lejuke, and peace, yo.